you can help someone drowning in a river by pulling them out. But if there's people one after the other, and you're pulling them out, eventually someone has to have the courage to walk upstream and figure out why they're falling in.
We're going to put it all together on the court and have a good time while we're at it.
Nadine is an outstanding recipient for this particular award, the Awards for Professional Achievement. And although Nadine is young, she has accomplished an extraordinary amount. She functions as a motivator, as a role model, as a member of numerous organizations at the board level. And on top of all of that, practices medicine in Prince George. First and foremost, she operates on people. She operates on patients. She cures people. That's a pretty profound and amazing thing to think about, and it's something that she does on a daily basis. She's a general and endocrine surgeon and a scientist. And so in the capacity of scientist, she has roles both in British Columbia and at Johns Hopkins University in the States. In the course of a phone conversation with Nadine, I hear the words, "Why is that?" more often than I hear those words posed from anybody else. So she doesn't accept anything at face value. She's a questioner, and she questions everything, which is fantastic. That's the kind of quality that you want to have in somebody that seeks to drive back the boundaries of their particular field.
As a surgeon, you can cut out one tumor at a time. I've never been in an operating room where there's more than one patient on the operating table. But in the end, you start seeing pathology report after pathology report of things like breast cancer. And I think at some point, you could be part of that solution in figuring out why are there so many and how to help in that way.
Her research interests encompass all of the North. So there's this vast geographic area, which is bigger than some European jurisdictions, which has a relatively low population density. And so the challenges of practice there are considerably different than the challenges of practice in more urban centers. Now, her research interests are fairly diverse, but she's very interested in understanding healthcare access issues as relates to northern populations. And I think this is definitely an underexplored area in Canada. Beyond that, she's a member of funding councils at the federal level and sits on numerous boards where she helps people make decisions about the best way to spend public dollars in the research and medical contexts. The traits that define Nadine to me relate to her passion for the various endeavors that she gets up to, her persistence in following through, and her compassion for her patients and for northern populations. She is a tremendous role model. She's a tremendous role model for people in the North. She's a tremendous role model for First Nations. She's a tremendous role model for women in science and medicine. Really exemplifies a lot of the leadership skills that we need in the research and medical fields. Congratulations, Dino, on receiving the SFU Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award. On behalf of your friends and colleagues the world over, you deserve it. Well done.